What's going on, everybody? All right, in today's video, I'm going to talk about literally the only ways that you can actually grow your marketing agency. Okay, now first, before I tell you what those ways are, I want to ask you a question. How many ways do you think there actually is in order to grow an agency or grow a business in general? How many? Do you know the answer to that? Well, I'm going to tell you guys right now. There's only 3 ways, literally only 3 ways in order to actually grow your business. I'm gonna break every single one of those down in this video here today so that you can go out there, start executing and making more money with your agency. All right, everybody, welcome back. Nick Robbins here. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, on this channel, we talk about all things growing your business, improving your life, taking everything to the next level so you can live a happier, more fulfilled life. Now, if you guys like this content, subscribe, give me a like below. Let me know what you think. Love to hear your feedback and everything in the comments, okay? Now, let's jump into the topic for today. In the intro, I said that there's only 3 ways, literally, to grow a business, and that is the absolute truth. You might be thinking, Nick, you're crazy. There's tons of ways. Well, first, let me specifically state that I learned this concept from the marketing legend, Jay Abraham, and I'm gonna talk about these 3 ways and how they relate to building an agency. All right, so let me tell you what those 3 ways actually are, and then I'm actually gonna go down and break them down and give you exact strategic ideas so that you can go out there and start growing your business. Now, the 3 ways, here they are. Number 1, we can increase the number of customers, okay? Number 2, we can increase the transaction size of the customers that we're selling to, okay? Number 3, we can increase the frequency of purchase of those customers, or in our world, for talking about agencies, that is the retention, that is the long-term recurring revenue that we create. That's it though, guys. That's the only 3 ways that you can grow your business, okay? And by that, I mean grow your top line revenue. Increase the number of customers, increase the transaction size, increase the frequency of purchase, in this case, the reoccurring revenue. All right, so we talk about growing your business through increasing the number of customers, getting new clients often on this channel, but I'm gonna put up a screenshot right now of almost 30 different ways that you can go out there and get more leads to get more customers, okay? 30 different ways. We've got referrals, SEO, funnels, trade shows, seminars, lectures, personal brands, social media, meetups, joint ventures, affiliate marketing, blogging, Facebook Lives, YouTube ads, building an organic YouTube channel, partnering with people, podcasts, promotional products, Reddit, Craigslist, Home Advisor, direct mail, TV ads, cold email marketing, newspaper ads, buying leads lists, radio ads, influencer marketing, and Facebook ads, okay? And there's more to the list than this. It's crazy when people say, I don't know how to get leads. It's like, there's so many different ways. The key is you just have to pick a few prospecting channels and go out there and get really good at that after you define your niche, after you define your market. I've dropped videos below for how to find your niche, how to actually define your messaging, and then also my favorite prospecting channels that I think that everyone needs to go out and do, okay? But I've literally done basically all of these in order to find clients over time, all right? And I found some more effective than others in certain niches. But look, guys, there's no excuse to not go out there and be able to prospect and go out and grow new customers. There's literally 30 different ways here, okay? All right, so we just went over a ton of different lead generation topics and ideas. Now I also wanna talk about referrals, okay? How hard are you going after referrals with your family, your friends, your network, the local community events that you might be able to go to? How hard are you pushing for these? Are you offering $500, $1,000 a month for people who actually sign up and give you good referrals? Guess what, guys? If you pick a niche, and let's say you're working with a roofer, guess what? That roofer has it's a very strong likelihood that they know a ton of other roofers, which means if you say, hey, Mr. Roofer, when you come on, I will give you $500 a month if you refer other roofers to me, guess what? Your clients are going to refer other people, but you've got to remind them, you've got to offer them this. You can't just expect referrals. You have to create a lifestyle of it, okay? And as you grow your team, you grow your business, you grow your employees, you have to make it a literal everyday thing, okay? You constantly need to remind your clients that you have the opportunity, and you need to talk about it often, right? So for example, at our agency, we bring up the expectation in the very beginning. On the onboarding call, we say, my goal is to get you to the point where you want to refer us as much business as possible. And just so you know, we have a $500 a month referral fee if you give us a client, all right? So we're asking for a referral right there on the onboarding call. And then guess what? Every time they get a lead, it says, hey, just as a reminder, we can get these leads. You can get these leads cheaper if you give us referrals. We have a $500 referral fee. Every time that they get an invoice from us, it lets them know, hey, if you want a cheaper invoice, give us a referral if you're happy so you can lower your invoice. Okay, we remind them on lead forms, emails, every time they're happy. Every time we get off a client call with the happy, or every time we get off a call with the client and they're happy, we literally will go out there and we'll say, hey, remember our referral program? Do you want to pay less every single month? Great, give us a referral, right? Referrals, there's so much more that you can do with referrals, I promise you, okay? On top of all the lead generation I just went over, all right? Another way that you can increase the number of your customers is strategic partnerships, okay? Strategic partnerships. Now, a lot of people might, well, what does that mean? How does that work? Well, here's a very easy way to think about it, okay? If your client, right? If your client, let's say they're a doctor, what did they buy before, during, and after doing business with you, okay? So for example, our doctors, they're buying medical software. They're buying medical equipment. They're buying medical financing. Those are all great opportunities for strategic partnerships to go get more clients. I have partnered with equipment companies. I've partnered with software companies, and we've made huge amount of money working together by going out and solving our clients' needs. What products are they buying before, during, and after working with you? That's a great way to think about specific strategic partnerships and how you can actually grow those, okay? Because not enough people are going out there and being strategic. Or maybe you sell Facebook ads and funnels. You can go out and find a website and SEO company. How can you guys do cross business together? Work with happy clients. There's so many different opportunities for strategic partnerships. What are they buying before, during, and after? Okay, those are what you want to be thinking about for your specific niche, that you can go out there and work together with those clients and sell them both and solve their problems, okay? The next thing that I want you guys to be thinking about is how much time are you actually thinking about where your ideal client is? And what I mean by that is, how can you get qualified lists, okay? So for example, I know an amazing way for me to get clients is to get lists of people who are in medical associations from every state. When was the last time you tried to go out and get lists from those associations or from those trade shows? They're usually not that hard. Sometimes just pay a little bit of money. Maybe you sponsor an event, sponsor a trade show. You can go out there and actually get lists that you can use to go out there and proactively reach out to and offer your services, okay? So think about that. Who has the list of buyers that I want? Who has the list of my perfect clients and prospects? Okay, really spend time thinking about that. And that's really good because you should always be thinking about, where's my niche hanging out? What are they doing? How can I reach them better? Okay. Another thing that I do often, it's actually how we really grew our business, and it's a really powerful way of going about things, and that is direct mail campaigns. And literally the way that I really exploded my agency was by sending handwritten letters to clients that I had cold emailed, cold called, and sent prospecting videos to. All right. And I would send a handwritten letter on top of that. And guess what? I got a ton of clients by doing this. You can also do in bulk direct mail campaigns, but like, mail gets read by the business owners, especially if you make it stand out, okay? So what I would do is I actually went and got these like super ugly, huge yellow folders, and I would write on them and they would look all weird. It didn't look like your standard piece of junk mail when I was sending one by one handwritten notes. And I would just literally write a handwritten note and say, hey, I shot you an email. I think I can help you out. I can guarantee results for your practice and getting you more patients, okay? So direct mail campaigns is a great way to go about it. Now, those are a ton of different ways to increase the customers and things that come in, all right? So let's talk about increasing the transaction size. Okay, not many people think about this, especially at the beginning, but as you grow, as you scale, as you get more clients coming in, increasing your transaction size as little as 10% is going to make a massive difference for the overall profit margins and revenue that you are getting inside of your business, while also not exactly hurting your ability to sell, right? So going from $1,500 a month, for example, to $1,650 a month for your management fees is not a big deal, and clients really aren't going to change their buying behavior based on that price point. But guess what? If you have 50 clients who are now paying you an extra $150 a month, you can do the math, right? There's a ton of extra money that comes into that, especially as you start getting into scale, okay? In fact, at one of my masterminds that we held a few months ago, it was amazing. One of the guys there, he saw this, and then we were going through this presentation literally with them at my mastermind, right? A 5-figure mastermind. I'm sharing a lot of really powerful information here. He went in and he was like, you know what? I'm going to raise everything 10%. I'm going to go from $2,000 a month to $2,200 a month. Guess what? Just by doing that, he added $240,000 to his yearly bottom line because of the amount of clients that he had, okay? $200 a month increase, $2,000 to $2,200 a month, added $240K to his bottom line by simply making that shift. Now, this individual had already built a bit of an agency. He had a lot of clients and all that type of stuff, but still, it makes a massive difference at scale and even at the beginning as well. So I encourage you, raise your prices, raise them 10%. Right? One of the first things that I do when I work with people one-on-one or work with their clients is immediately raise prices, and I will obliterate your limiting beliefs in regards to actually raising prices because it's not going to make a big difference. Clients are still going to buy and it's still going to work. So look at increasing your transaction size, okay? Another thing that you can do is add in setup fees, right? That's a really powerful thing. People are actually used to setup fees. They're not against paying them, especially for marketing and agency services. So that's another way that you can increase your transaction size and get more money out of your customers and out of your clients, okay? And the final thing that I'm gonna talk about here is increasing the retention or frequency of purchase, okay? And what I mean by that is really just getting extra months out of individuals. And there's so many different ways to go about this, and this is a whole long conversation, and I'll actually link below a video where I talk about how to actually get client results. But here's the biggest thing, guys. You've gotta be thinking, how do you remove obstacles from the results? And you need to take responsibility for them actually making money, okay? Not the leads that you send them. Okay, no one cares if you send them 200 leads. If they only got 2 people booked and, one person bought and they didn't make any money, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good your job was unless they're actually getting monetary gains and results, okay? Another thing that can be really beneficial is getting them immediate results. Can you do reactivation campaigns, okay? Can you give them scripts that they can use on people who are walking into their office or into their business immediately? Can you set them up with referral campaigns that they can reach out to and email their list in order to get referrals for people to come in? There's a lot of things that you can do to help increase retention, because if you do that, they're going to see you as more than a lead generator, and you're going to be able to get extra months out of them, make them happier, and get more results for them, and that's going to lead to a longer retention rate. Okay, can you help them cut costs immediately? An amazing way to help retain your clients longer is to immediately help them cut costs. Can you help them cut money on equipment costs, right? And these are all the things that if you're a brand new social media marketing agency owner and you're watching this, you might be like, well, this is a lot of information. We're talking about things, but look, guys, if you want to survive and you want to thrive in this world, you need to be thinking about all of these things. How can you truly help your business get results and get to that next level? Okay, another thing that can be really huge, really important for keeping clients longer is simply contracts and 30-day out clauses, right? I don't see any reason why you wouldn't set up at least 90-day agreements, 6-month contracts, year-long contracts. I have clients that are doing all of those things at our agency. We always have contracts and agreements in place because it takes time, all right? I don't want to deal with someone and do all this work for 30 days and they're gone after that because they're expecting instant results. It's ridiculous, right? Another thing that can really help as well is 30-day out clauses, okay? That means you get an extra month out of your client. It also gives you an opportunity to save that client if they're unhappy during that month. So whenever a client emails in and says, you know what, I want to cancel, I'm done. Like, okay, Mr. Client, we've got a 30-day cancellation process. That's fine. And then you can use that time to work with them and see if you can identify their issues or the issues you were having with generating leads or the issues they were having with closing those leads or whatever it might be, and see if you can solve them. The 30-day out clauses are huge. We have saved a lot of people who have put in 30-day cancellation notices. I mean, we're frankly up to 30% or so of the people that we save at that point. All right. So it is a huge way to get a few extra months out of your clients, which really stacks in the long term, because the real power of an agency, and I talked about this a lot on this channel, is the ability to stack reoccurring long-term revenue. Okay. Another thing that can be really big for improving your retention and getting clients longer is just improve your onboarding process. First impressions matter. You want to make this thing as smooth as possible. You want to have a great onboarding process, and you want to actually have a good first impression that gets them going easily so they don't feel like they're going uphill or losing trust with you very quickly. So have an amazing onboarding process. Another thing that you can do in order to improve your retention or recurring revenue is to send them gifts, send packages. We always send welcome boxes to our clients every single time they come on. We've got a t-shirt. We send, trophies to people who get certain revenue numbers. We send them a coffee mug in a box. Now, guys, gifts and packages, this is not relevant or important until you're $50,000 a month plus, but I want to share with you all the examples, all the things that you can do to really start rounding out your business, because I'm not sure, depending on where you're at watching this video. Okay, so again, Don't send gifts and packages unless you're doing $50,000 a month or above, but it's something that can be really good, really easy to do and set up if you want to really scale and grow your agency. All right, and another thing and that I'm gonna talk about in regards to improving your retention process is you really need to start obsessing over your support tickets. And by support tickets, I really mean any email that comes across complaining about anything. You need to obsess over that, because if you see the same issue come in more than once can be, randomized, but if it happens more than once, it's a pattern. So then you need to attack that, right? So if two people are confused, or they're not getting you the right types of video assets, or they don't like your ad copy, or whatever it might be, you need to take a look at that and see if you can prevent that from happening in the future. So you need to obsess over your support tickets, which by that I mean your email complaints. Those are the three ways in order to actually grow your business. And that's the only three ways. And you know what's even more interesting? If you want to grow your business by 33%, which is literally a massive growth, okay, all you have to do in order to do that is increase the amount of customers that you generate by 10%, increase the transaction size that you have by 10%, and then increase the retention by 10%. That's it. You don't even need to do anything that crazy. And then you grow it by 33%. Now, if you want to hear even crazier stat, if you want to grow it by 72%, that means almost doubling your business. All you have to do is increase the amount of customers that you generate by 20%, okay? Increase the amount of your transaction size by 20%, and then increase your retention by 20%. 72% growth to your business, nearly doubling it, guys, all by just little improvements to each step of this process, okay? Now, if you are brand new and you're just getting started, what you need to obsess over is the beginning. Lead generation, prospecting, all that good stuff. But if you've got an agency, maybe you're at 10K, 15K, 20K a month, you want to start looking at each one of these individual things, because you can get massive, monumental, exponential gains to your bottom line and your revenue by literally just increasing little pieces of each one of these three ways. So I want you to write down these three ways. Remember, this is the only ways that you can actually grow top line revenue in your business, okay? Increase the customers, increase the transaction size, increase the amount that they stick with you, okay? The frequency of purchase, or in other words, how many months they've stuck with you, what your retention rate is. So with that being said, guys, I wanted to share this video with you because this is the only three ways you can grow your business. And I hope I give you a ton of ideas to go out there, go prospect, go get more clients, go charge more. If you're watching this video, charge 10% more and see what happens. Okay, charge 10% more and just see what happens. I can almost promise you, you're gonna have no pushback and people are still gonna continue to buy. And then also, as you are bringing on clients, make sure you obsess over the onboarding process, how they feel, getting them immediate results, all that good type of stuff. Hopefully this gave you a ton of ideas, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you have any questions, if you want me to go deeper on any specific topic here, okay, let me know. I'm open. I want to talk with you guys. I want to make sure I'm giving you guys the right types of information. Give me a subscribe, a like, hit the notification bell so that you know when I'm coming out with new videos. I'll continue making content like this so that you guys can go out there, grow your business, and excel and take your life to the next level. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.